If you're curious about how our full-service interior design process really works, it's not always like it looks on HGTV, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to help get your project from start to finish, whether that's creating a clear concept, handling all the details for you when it comes to all the orders involved, and then getting all those little details right on installation day. So let's walk through the process now. Hello and welcome to the MOTIV Interiors experience. I want to share with you how our process works so that you can get a clear idea of that moving forward. So first of all, we always begin, and this is for our full service projects. If you're signed up for our Designer on Deck program or the Feng Shui consultation, this may not exactly apply to your situation. But with our best-selling full service design process, this is where we begin with the conceptual design phase. And after your initial consultation and we've agreed on the scope of work, we start by pulling together all the documentation needed for your space. We capture your input and desires, any inspiration images, and we really are helping you envision your space moving forward. And then we do conduct a trade day to check feasibility and ballpark estimates. So what you get during the conceptual design phase as far as deliverables are we're going to create general floor plans for every single room that we're working on. Each of those is going to come with an inspiration board, which will have basically an idea of the mood. We'll be pulling some initial selections of key pieces so you can kind of see what direction we're going. We will provide an updated furnishings investment estimate after we've honed in a little bit more, and then some of the initial selections for you. So this phase really exists to confirm the scope of work that we're working on together, confirm your layout, confirm your investment estimate, and make sure that the aesthetic direction is one that you are pleased with. So we do provide one round of revisions, and we ask that you share all of your input at one time so we can make any edits as efficiently as possible. Then we go into your detailed design phase, where we're sourcing every furniture item, every fixture, every appliance that's needed. We procure written quotes and prepare detailed proposals for you. This meeting, at your detailed design presentation, you'll get complete floor plans and elevations, which are the wall view, and these will show every piece of furniture that we've selected for you, artwork, all the details. You'll get tear sheets with all of the selections. You'll get to see every fabric and finish we can get our hands on, and then you'll have room by room proposals with your final items. So this phase really exists to turn the ideas into orders. Again, we provide one round of revisions for this phase, and we ask that you share all your input at once so we can be efficient with our edits. Then we go into the third phase, which is our purchasing and execution. This depends on the scope of the project, the contractor's schedule, how long the longest item will take to get, that sort of thing. So we'll send you a weekly email update throughout your project on the project's process. We communicate all the details and handle everything with the vendors and the tradespeople. Place your orders, track deliveries, get everything ready to be installed. And then finally, we oversee and coordinate all of your deliveries, installation, shipping, etc. And then finally, after your big reveal on the installation day, which if it's a large home, we'll do it in 2 days, but typically it's a 1-day installation, we'll follow up on anything outstanding and see that punch list through to the end with all the details so that you are completely happy. And then we provide our care and maintenance guide for you so that you can easily reference that and figure out how to deal with spots and maintain your pieces over the years. So our business model is based on a flat design fee for the design portion and all purchasing and execution going through our firm. Now, we are willing to work with you on if you want to bring items along with you, we're happy to do that. So our payment structure is $1,400 for the initial consultation fee. That includes my travel time to and from, the 2-hour consultation, and then I usually spend many hours putting together your scope of work after that. Half of the design fee kicks off the project, half is due at your concept meeting, and then 100% is due upfront for any furnishing orders that are placed. So that's how our payment structure works. And then I have one more slide about the emotional timeline of interior designs. I wanted to share this slide with you because as an oncoming client, if you haven't been through a renovation or even a new construction project before, it's important to know what to expect when it comes to the emotional tax on you and on us and what's going to be going on with your builder and all that through this process. So we're here to guide you. Don't worry, we do this all the time, and this is kind of how it goes. So we start off as potential client here. And typically it's pretty neutral as far as the mood, as we educate you on how our firm works, how our processes work, what's different about us. And then hooray, our values aligned, we feel like we've found each other, we're excited to work together, and we get the process rolling. So there's always kind of a high at the beginning when we're super excited, we've got all these great ideas. And then comes the reality of what things are going to cost, how long it's going to take to do them. If you're in a renovation, the reality of setting up temporary spaces, like a temporary kitchen if you need one, if you're redoing your kitchen. So there can be some lows associated with the conceptual design phase as we're getting clarity on your goals and reworking the plan to make sure that it's perfect for your needs and what you're looking for. So then by the time we get to the conceptual design meeting, we've typically come back around to that positive mood. We're all on the same page and we're ready to keep going. So then we dive into the detailed design process, which can be a longer wait. It's typically a longer portion of the process. And we're sourcing things for you and pulling your story together, making sure that you love all the artwork, that sort of thing. And we're getting those room by room proposals sorted out. And then we have your detailed design meeting, hooray, which is so exciting and so much fun because we finally get to share our ideas with you and present you with your design. Then we go into the lengthy purchasing and execution phase, which typically with furnishing can be anywhere from 12 weeks up to 6 months or a year, or even longer, depending on your construction timeline, how available products are, and if we've ordered anything special custom, or we're waiting for a tradesperson to be available to make a custom piece. Sometimes there can be delays here, but it all starts to look good and come back together during the installation progress. And I love sharing this photo here because look how scary it looks here. It's this big green room and nothing, it's just kind of a shell of your cabinetry. This room looks really scary to a lot of homeowners, and so, we have our punch list. Sometimes things will fall off the truck or they won't make it on the truck, or that one piece that you really loved is not available all of a sudden. So there can be some lows with the punch list, but we really, really always make sure to get everything on that punch list resolved and come out with the final delivery at the end. And then we're back up to the hooray, the project's done, and all of the wonderful impacts that you'll receive from a custom curated designed home just for you.